That's facts.
But that's one of the main things. That's why RudyLoChronicles was born. RudyLoChronicles was born because I'm chronicalizing events. But right now, the present tense, all I do is critique and go over things that was already spoke on in our culture. Because of this, a lot of things wasn't spoke about in a correct sense, or maybe forgotten, and not purposely. So this last 3 years since I've been feeding information, a lot of people fill in the blanks. They're more informed now, which is better. So that's what it's really about. All the other stuff, like because like let's say for example, content. If I go outside the stuff that was already talking about, the name of the game is to be sold, not told. Why should you tell it when you can sell it? Now, my thing is this. In our culture, they got 2 photograph books that they happen to be behind us. Bury Me With Your Low On and Low Life American Classic. I know when I Google it, they say they books, you know, but I love the ideology of words. That's how I got my freedom. And I'm a nosy person and I want to look.
Right.
That's not a book. They are pictionaries. Pictionaries is things that have pictures. You got a little cute story with it. It don't have content. See what you say? Content. Our content and our life went so far. That's how it reached Japan. That's how he do what he do and all that other stuff. Because it's in-depth stuff. That's one of the things that personally gets me over. Because I was absent from our culture a longer period of time. So therefore, a lot of people didn't hear me maybe due to me being incarcerated. But when I speak, I like to speak in a retro sense. I like to go in depth. I like to do things that other people don't do. See, like, all right, we can look at that picture. That's one of the famous pictures. I'm in it right there. Nobody never in life, never. Shout out to Vic, Thurston Out the Third, Disco, everybody else. Nobody never spoke about Seaguard, the person in that photo. Nobody never did. I did it on one of my, like twice in my series. And that's family. That's his family. Just Blaze is one of the largest figures in our culture, in low-life culture. But definitely one of the largest figures in the hip-hop culture. Like, everybody know who Just Blaze is. And that's the science where Seaguard coming at. Seaguard coming in a whole lot of other stuff. But for that picture to be worldwide known and nobody never to speak about him or speak about the people with depth in the picture, I'm glad they never done that. Because they would have done it, then I maybe not won't be able to have my shine now because I'm able to do that. And that's some of the things that some of the people that follow me like to point out to me, because a lot of people don't do that or they won't. When I say won't, they won't give the proper acknowledgement to certain people. Like in that picture there, is Barlow again. I'm talking about the real Barlow. God bless the dead. Bar Kim from Queens, the big homie Bar Kim. Most of the physical stuff we done on the Deuce and stuff like that couldn't be done, or we wouldn't have been on the winning end if it wasn't for him and people like him, because he's large in the physical sense, you know, and he was real. But my personal opinion again, to go back to what I said earlier, I never was insecure in myself. I'm insecure now in other personal areas, but in the streets, I never was. So if you shine in whatever way you shine, I'm gonna big you up and I'm gonna do it. It ain't gonna change me, because this is what I know for a fact. It's a fact. A rainbow is so colorful and a rainbow is so vibrant because it got all the different colors. If it didn't have them colors, it wouldn't be a rainbow, it wouldn't be famous, it wouldn't be good. So diversifying is marvelous and it's great. If it never was an ugly nigga, it wouldn't be a handsome nigga. If it wasn't a soft nigga, it wouldn't be a hard nigga. That's a fact, it's undisputed. That's the laws of opposites, it goes no other way. You feel what I'm saying? But you just gonna have to appreciate and understand it. Now, I never look down on nobody and none of that stuff. So nowadays, people feel, if I talk about you, they ain't gonna look at me no more. But I don't care, because I'm situated with who I am. I'm situated with who I am in life, in the culture. And if I don't deserve that spot, then the spot can be taken away from me. But my thing is this, one hand washes the other, and both wash the face. Everybody, he spoke on different chapters. A different chapter is like an extended family member.
No doubt.
I don't like family members. I don't like the term, I don't like titles, period, because of this. A person gotta live up to a title. To me, you are who you are. How you carry yourself and conduct yourself, that's who you are. A title don't make you nothing. So I understand that a family member is somebody that's emotionally connected to you. We don't have to be relatives. We could have grew up together. I feel what you feel, you my family. But this brother right here, we cousins. Our mothers are siblings, we got the same blood, we are related. But guess what? I can't sit down and talk to him about nothing. I can't agree with him about nothing. We don't get along. I get my inspiration, I get my stuff. When I need something, I get it from you. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, and I learned in my own family structure growing up, or you're learning your environment growing up, oh, we from Brownsville, we from the same project, or we supposed to ride with each other. What do you mean? You just stole something from so-and-so. Because we in Crown Heights, I'm supposed to ride out with you now? So that means if I go out with you, whatever you represent, it's gonna be on my record too.
Of course.
No, that's the way it is. Because you're supposed to take your friends and your family, your comrades, good in the bad.
Right.
So that's why I don't like the automatic title. The automatic title give people give you some type of authority to make you feel like you're extra special. No. Your characteristics define who you are. That's undisputed. You can't give yourself a title and think that's going to be the title unless you live up to it to the best of your ability. But your ways and actions, that's what defines everything. That's why in our culture, love and loyalty.
Yo, push the camera. Peace to open the door for me. Sorry.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. I just like to right now, get back to what you said before. What's my goal now? My goal now is to get more educated.
Sorry, that must be.
To get more educated and make my network system larger. That's all I think about doing. And on a large scale, is not dealing with people from my traditional environment, meaning the street life. I strayed away from that. It irritates me now. A whole lot, even conversing with them. And I'm not on no fancy shit, but I need to be around people that I can feed from and I can learn from. You feel what I'm saying? You got an energy, got to bounce off each other. I'll get nowhere. It's just like being confined in a cell if I deal with the same individuals.
Sure indeed.
Because I think it's important that you tell your story, because if you don't tell it, somebody else won't tell it. And they gonna tell it.
And they gonna tell it distortedly.
And they ain't gonna get it right.
They ain't gonna get it right. They gonna tell it distortedly. I like to say, I don't know, chronicles my. I got a memoir. I don't like to call it a story because, I always say, that's something concocted or made up. So like a memoir,
Yeah, because if you don't tell it, somebody will tell it, and they'll add their little spice and whatever.
Oh yeah, we already see what added, what happened already. So that's another reason why I had to change my lifestyle, because I can't put my future or my legacy, like Prince said in the beginning, my legacy in somebody else's hands.
Right.
When I'm out here now, I got to take the man on myself. I spoke about this recently about the Kennedys. I don't know how informed people is about the Kennedys because it's a different age bracket, but Joe, I believe his name is Joe. Joe came up with a prohibition of illegal games, but he made the sacrifices and correct things for his future, for the legacy of his family can live on. And they got into politics, and we know what the Kennedys became now. So I said that to say, even though our lifestyle came from something negative, even though we was forced to do it due to our circumstances and stuff like that, bring it up, rough child, bring it up, that still do not mean we can't turn into nothing positive.
Right.
That's where Prince coming at, that's where Guns in them coming at, or Classic in them when they do they coat drives, the sock drives, because the low life culture came from negative, but we don't want to keep it there. We want it to end on a positive sense.
Sure indeed.
With a legacy still being left. Now, with people
That rags to riches story.
telling the correct events and putting people in a correct light is what is needed, because it wouldn't take someone like me to create a logo 3 years to advocate and do shows for the general public to understand my input inside our culture. Now, if everybody put their personal feelings to the side and gave people their proper light or their proper credit, then if somebody like Prince or when Has want to come now with his podcast, it's already open because you already know about him, he know about him, et cetera, et cetera. But it don't happen, and crabs in the barrel syndrome or whatever you want to call it, it's never gonna get nobody nowhere. Like it never will. And the people that's moving, y'all the people that's moving. Y'all the ones that move because y'all deal with y'all inner circle, and when it's time, y'all go outside of that. And that's something, not the bite, and I'm a trendsetter, but sometimes you take pointers from everywhere.
Right. You make it into your own.
You make it into your own, become innovative.
So yeah, Prince, what you?
Oh, nah, I'm just trying to get everything in perspective.
No, I'm just trying to be
You
cool.
just got me.
I'm calm now. It's Sunday, but
Fact.
I gotta say the smoke for tomorrow.
Listen,
The smoke is for tomorrow.
Bro,
baby.
let me tell you something.
All the smoke is Queen
Rudy,
Flip.
this
That's
is
the
what-
negative platform.
Rudy, I'll be honest with you. This is the calmest I've ever seen you in life.
No, because I don't want y'all to say I can't come back. I don't want y'all to say, yo, Rudy came up here. Yo, I told you, look how he act. Yo, Bob, I told you he needed change. So I gotta be good. Then my girl might kick me out the
I was
room too.
just waiting for him to like
Nah.
something. I was waiting for him to
No,
explode.
you see, I got my hands crossed. I'm using my pleasant imageries.
Nah, he on his job.
Nah,
He
Exactly.
always is.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I appreciate it.
Nah, this is up though, man. This is up. It's great to see you.
Because that's what it's gonna be. Because they
I ain't
gonna
gonna be able to
expect.
get no check. Ain't nobody gonna come
They're
around
gonna
and scream.
expect Queen's Flip,
Exactly.
but get this, and then when they listen to Queen's Flip, which is 24 hours or less from now, they gonna be like, yo.
Oh shit! Look at
Fact.
Oh, he be
That's
flipping.
what it's all about.
But it's a time and a place for everything. And that platform, I can get away with it. It's appropriate over there.
Right.
It isn't appropriate here. So I'm starting to learn how, put pears with pears and apples with apples. Keep everything in proper perspective.
Appreciate it. Even the dialect is.
Yeah,
you know
even
what
the
I mean?
dialect, right?
Nah, I appreciate
Nah, my girl be helping
man.
me with my
That's
speech.
what it is. Because you need that support system. Appreciate
She giving you props
Queen.
over here.
Right, all day. You already know.
Except them roses.
Yeah, we made some like up north, right? I saw son doing it like we was up top.
You gotta make sure you give our roses.
Nah,
Yeah,
for
we're
real.
going. Yeah, but
For real, I gotta live by example. Lately, especially after the last two interviews. Well, first it started with Infomon. Shout out to Tim. My girl. Oh, that's not true. They did something to your voice. Like they did something to your voice. I'm like, nah, I was calm. I ain't arguing with nobody. I fell asleep. I woke up and talked to them late at night.
Right.
So prayers to them. A lot of people, yo, that's you. Yo, look at. I'm working on a project now with Respect Life. Beautiful.
right.
Netflix. I got a lot of rapport from people. What you call it, dude? James Earl Jones. They said I could be a narrator. I used to hate my voice. Like, I really used to hate my voice all my life. And two, I became a fake rapper when I made the Bucket of Blood. Then I liked my voice because it was hard. But I never liked my things. So I'm like, word, a narrator. Oh, all right, I gotta know how to speak words correctly now, and et cetera, et cetera.
Your
So
voice can take you really far, bro.
Yes.
Because people, that's what they want. Because it's unique. It's not something you hear every day. It can take you really far.
They need all of that for them animated films and all of that.
yeah, I don't know. I like
Yo,
Christmas.
red
So I want
behind
to
it.
become the analog dialogue hog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up.
No doubt.
Where can they find you, Rudy?
RudyLoChronicles on Instagram, RudyLoChronicles on YouTube, especially YouTube, Rudy Lo on Facebook, Rudy Lo on Twitter, and tune in. Shout out to Racklow, shout out to Thurston Howard III, 2 L's up. Shout out to Big Boo. Shout out to everybody that got their own chapters,
Facts.
their own divisions. It's time for us all to come together. Classic, shout out Classic. Guns, politics, Jews are wild. Everybody, please just support, and hopefully everybody that's live tune in tomorrow to Queen Flip, 10 p.m.
Queen Flip, 10 p.m.
Yeah, their numbers is bananas.
Flatbush Corner, where can they find you?
Yo, find me at Flatbush Church Ave corner or Downstate Hospital. Yo, but yo, shout out to Rack Low, like you said.
Oh, the event yesterday, I missed it.
Because he had a dope event.
And
he had like a triple joint.
With the
He
awards
had
and acknowledgement.
the stadium photo shoot. Then he had like an award for, he called it the winner circle.
Yeah, the winner
where
circle,
everybody that won.
That prior one, and you speak on your accomplishment. It was
and you
official.
got a photo shoot and got to talk your spiel and all of that. So salute to him, salute to Sheena, 2 L's always, and you know, I'm out here. Yo, Robbie, what up?
Robbie Fingers, ROBBIEFINGERS, Twitter, Instagram, somewhere on Queens Boulevard. You know where the speed cameras are with good money.
With the speed camps.
You can find me on Instagram, Polo Parata. The store is Double J Vintage. Merchandise, merch corner. What's up with our merchandise?
Yo,
Where my hat at?
Yeah, please
yo,
turn on
we
your
trying to
mic.
work hard on that right now. You know, I don't want to pull nobody's name out. I don't want to put nobody on blast, but I mean,
That's a large.
probably by next episode we go ahead and do that. You know?
Got some merch.
Just give us an update.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Work with me, please.
Well, the online store is Double J Vintage. We have hats, we have shirts, we have pins.
When
We
you
have a
can get 'em.
collaboration hat coming out in a little while with Rack and Field. It's only gonna be 100 pieces available, so
That's your page, Rack and Field. I like that page. That's your page.
nah, that's our boy from San Diego.
Oh, it's
Yeah, he's
official
from
though.
San Diego, but we cross-branded with them to do a hat.
We doing
Up
a
in
hat.
there,
In
rock that.
collaboration.
Collaboration.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to doing with Dapper Dan,
No
Gucci,
doubt.
and Rudy.
That's what's up.
You should actually, you can hit Brian, and you should do something with him too. He's very
Yeah,
cool.
definitely.
I definitely, I'm receptive to all networking.
Yeah, you
No,
can-
I can't turn nothing down with my collar.
You already.
Yes. So, thank you, Rudy, for coming.
No, thank y'all. I
You
really
would definitely,
sincerely
you would
appreciate
definitely
it.
come to a future
Next time I
episode.
might bring the smoke. I just have to act good this time.
Facts.
I don't want to get barred
That's how
already.
you get
So
the
the next
balance.
episode, Rudy will bring the smoke.
Look forward to
Bring
that.
all the smoke. Ain't no
Bring
joke.
all
You heard me, man?
I'm wearing Tatsu's gear.
But yeah, we'll be back at the Port Authority next week. Yeah, we're out of here. Ciao. Been there, rock that.
Double.